Welcome back. It's game 4. Ready to rock it here at the Grainge. You're watching BFA Sports live coverage of the Baseball U Philly team camp. CrossBridge Raiders back and ready to go. This time they're going to face the 17U uncommitted ballers. And on the hill is the Wake Forest commit, Jackson KRAEMER, getting some work in. So this CrossBridge team is a bit of a younger squad playing up against some 17s. And so what better way than to get the commit from Wake Forest, two-way player, bit of an opportunity, get some work in. So it's going to be good for him, and it's certainly going to be good for this uncommitted ball club. And leading off for uncommitted is going to be Ty Bone. 87 mile an hour, in for a first pitch called strike. And he continues to paint. There on the outside. There's a look at Bone. Now with 2 strikes on him. Ball driven up the middle, and it'll be in for a base knock. So Bone down 2 strikes, gets one to go right back up the box. Bring up Tommy Lumen. Lumen out of O&J Roberts, 3.88 GPA. It's first called strike as KRAEMER continues to fill up the zone. Foul tip. There is the call. Two strikes now to Lumen. Goes to the breaking pitch, 71 miles an hour. Shy Abbott back behind the dish yet again. Kind of see him playing a little bit of games as he kind of was clapping in high and tight and then called for the pitch low and away. And that one gets away from him. And so we'll have 2 base runners, first and second. And that'll bring up Dom Jarasamowicz. That ball is grounded. Looks like it could get through the right side, and it will. Runners will hold. Bone makes his way over to third. And now to bring up the cleanup hitter, and that is number 99, JAKOB RUNKEL. First pitch into RUNKEL, called strike. .87 miles an hour on the outside corner. That one misses, however. Runner's going to go. Slides in, and Bone will score. So pass ball there. See here. Just gets away out of the reach on the big cut by the pitcher. Got past Abbott. And this will give Runkel now an opportunity with runners still in scoring position, second and third. Ball's fouled out of play. Third base side. Two balls now and 2 strikes. Runs that count now full. That ball hit deep into right center field. Gonna move all the base runners. It's gonna score 1. It's gonna score 2. So Runkel delivers the double, RBI double variety. Stand up over there at second base. And it'll bring up the 5th and final batter of the frame. And that is number 10, Tommy Convey. So the uncommon team showing some electricity in their bat early on. Called strike 1. Ball 1 now is the call. It'll be even at 1-1. Now 1-2 is the count. That ball laced into center field. Gonna give it to Runkel. He'll stand up scoring. So quick 4 runs on the board. Gonna switch up the frame. CrossBridge comes the bat, bottom of the first. Ready to go, bottom of the first is Aiden Welsh. He'll take the hill for uncommon baseball out of the Haverford School. The rising senior listed at 6'2", 180 pounds. Welsh sporting a 3.5 GPA as he finishes up his warm-up pitches, and he'll go to work. Against the CrossBridge Raiders. Swings through on Jordan CZERNIAK. Quickly 2 strikes now, 79 miles an hour. Ball is up and out of the zone, 1-2. CZERNIAK continues the battle here. Evens it up now at 2-2. Full count now, 3-2. And CZERNIAK gets a hold of one, pushes it out to left center field, but getting right under the baseball. Out there in left is Convey. 1 up and 1 down. And Kalak, that is. He'll swing at a first pitch, fouls that one right-hand side and out of play. Pitch misses in for a ball as Welsh continues to do battle and go to work. And it's called strike 2. So Welsh working at a elevated tempo. Continues to deal. 2-2. Now the count. Three balls and 2 strikes now. Ball flared, foul, out of play. Ball is fouled down the third base side, out of play. Off a pair of Jager bands hanging on the fence. That ball peppered over to second base, 4-3 put out. So good battle, but 2 up and 2 down. Good defensive play over there by Lumen at second base. Colin Chow now. First pitch is a called ball, breaking 71 miles an hour up top out of the zone. Now even count at 1-1. Another swing through. Now ahead on Chow, 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So a 1-2-3 inning. Good start here for Uncommon Baseball as they put 4 runs on the board in the top of the frame, and they go down in order through the CrossBridge Raiders, 1-2-3 in the bottom. Head to the top of the second here on BFA. Jackson KRAEMER back out for second inning of work as Uncommon comes to bat. It'll be Devlin, Bennett, and Horwitz to get things going. And starting things off is Aiden Devlin. 85-mile-an-hour fastball, fouled straight back off his hands. Ball fouled out of play. That's 2 quick strikes to Devlin. Holds there. Thought it was a good pitch, but nonetheless called low. Called strike 3. Freezes him. Nice work by Jackson KRAEMER. Get things started here in the second. Gonna bring up Neil Bennett. Neil Bennett with a 3.9 GPA. First pitch low there in the dirt. Called strike, now 1-1. Ball is fouled out of play, right field side. Ball grounded, shortstop over to first, and making the play is again Josh Thompson. Been a busy dude over there at shortstop all afternoon, but he makes another one look easy. So 6 3 goes in the books. Here comes Horwitz. Swing and a miss. That ball flared over to first. It'll be an easy keeper play in the corner for a Nick Augusta. And that will retire Uncommon in order here in the second. Bottom of the second we go as the CrossBridge Raiders come to bat. Starting things off this frame will be JAKOB. So it'll be JAKOB, Abbott, and Thompson called up here in the second as they face Aiden Welsh. Did a good job, got him down in order 1, 2, 3 in the top of the frame, and there is JAKOB. First pitch, in for a 79-mile-an-hour fastball, swung on and missed. Sticks with the heat, stays at 79 to be consistent. This one is up and just outside, but enough to make him chase. Quickly 0-2 to JAKOB. Ball is flared foul, right field side and out of play. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. So Shy Abbott, the catcher now. He'll get ready to face Welsh. Breaking pitch, called a ball. Just missed top part of the zone. That ball launched out in the left field, but able to get under it and make the play is, again, number 10, Tommy Convey. So finally some of the heat now starting to barely subside. The clouds kind of mix in with the sun here as Thompson, the shortstop. He digs in, evens the count at 1-1 to him. Quickly 2 strikes now. That ball hit right at second. 4-3 goes the putout, and another 3 up, 3 down inning As number 5, Tommy Lumen, puts that one in the scorebook. And we're through 2 here in Newtown. And we're back here, top 3. As new pitcher on the hill is Cole FEHRMAN, a West Virginia commit. And he quickly has 2 strikes on the batter, Lucas Williams. And Williams peppers one right up the middle. Thompson couldn't come up with it, went off the glove. It was definitely a tough play. Alex FRANKEL now comes to bat here in the top of the 3rd. First pitch misses in again. FEHRMAN on the hill, getting some work in. West Virginia commit. That's a called strike at 83 miles an hour. Strike 2 now is the call. Called strike 3. He froze him, struck him out. That ball misses. Nobody going though this time. Now batting is Michael Lamalfa. Lamalfa out of Methacton High School. Rising senior, 6-footer. Quick obligatory throw over to first, trying to check the runner. And that ball now gets past the catcher, and that'll give an opportunity for Williams to advance. Another called strike. Swing and a miss. Ball fouled out of play. Called strike 3. 2 looking Ks back to back for FEHRMAN. And I'll go back to the top frame, and it'll be Bone. Singled at his first at bat, right up the middle. Breaking pitch in for a strike against Ty Bone out of North Penn. Again, FEHRMAN pretty well locked in here. Ball is 1-1. Could argue that the first pitch, tough play, might have been able to be made. Would have been out of this inning 1-2-3, but he'll take advantage, get a chance to throw a couple more pitches here. Ball fouled straight back. Ball is down in the dirt. Now 2-2. Full count is now the offer ready to come to Bone. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. So good job there by Cole FEHRMAN as he gets 3 Ks here in the third frame. We will head to the bottom of the third with CrossBridge coming up. Aiden Welsh returns for the third. It's the Earthquake settles in out there in center field. Some rumblings there. We'll get that straightened out. And it's going to start off with Luke Brewer. Quickly 2-0 to Brewer. That ball hit over to second base. Hard 90 by Brewer, but another nice play by Tommy Lumen. And another 4-3 putout, which was the way they ended the second inning. I'll bring up Nick Augusta. Augusta now. Fouls one straight back. It'll even the count at 1-1. Some sporadic, much appreciated cloud cover creeps through. So Nick Augusta now trying to battle out of a hole, down 1-2. That ball flared over towards shortstop. Good heck of a throw and a great stretch defensively. Outstanding play over there at shortstop. And look at the flow there by number 27. And that is Jarasamowicz. Man, that's promise. Got a guest color commentator coming up on the stage. So why not? Put on the headset there, Jackson. All right, and fresh off the mound and into the booth, none other than Jackson KRAEMER. So, Jackson, you just do some polls, or you sound out of breath, man?
Yeah, a little running. Got to take care of the arm, so. Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. So getting some unscheduled work in here in the summer, helping out the other CrossBridge crew.
Yeah, just they called me up, said I got to throw a couple innings.
You're in.
Yeah.
Give me the ball. I hear you on that one. Well, thanks for joining us here in the booth, and pretty excited, I guess. You're going to be headed to Wake Forest.
Yes, sir.
So the next Demon Deacon. That's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, it's good, you know. Long process, but I was happy where I landed, so.
Guess so, down there on Tobacco Road.
Great restaurants.
Oh, yeah. A lot going on down there. A lot going on down there. All right, so surrenders the walk, and that is the first walk surrendered by Welsh, making his way down to first. It's going to be KRAEMER, and I guess no relation at all.
Nope, no, I don't know who he is.
Good old brotherly love. All right, so lead off, make that a one-out walk here in this inning, and that'll bring up number 5, and that's DiLorenzo. So DiLorenzo has been making his rounds as well today for the CrossBridge Raiders. Derek DiLorenzo, that is, right-handed pitcher, third baseman, 3.8 GPA. And so I understand that you're looking to get into the broadcast booth. Is that what the future's holding for you?
Yep.
All right.
That's my goal. ESPN.
ESPN. Go big or go home.
Nice Sunday NFL football down the field.
Yeah.
Or in the booth, probably.
Okay.
Who knows?
Not an easy biz to break into, but it certainly helps playing down there in the ACC.
Yeah. Hopefully it gets a little boost, but you never know.
All right, so DiLorenzo continuing to work hard here. Obligatory throw over to first.
Ooh.
Almost gets him. Well, slick move for the lefty.
He wasn't looking.
Welsh fires. The pitch misses outside again. Nice job there by Michael Lamalfa. Adam Thacton behind the dish. Runner goes. Not going to have much of a chance for the throw. A little bit late home on the delivery and a swipe bag. Was it the faster KRAEMER?
Nope.
No.
To be honest, I thought he was out. No, I didn't know. Like, I'm pretty sure he wasn't gifted with the wheels.
I got you.
Like, you know, some people were.
Working hard.
It's good because he transferred to Hun this year, so.
So it's a good move?
Yeah. Get to play with him.
Oh, boy. Going to be good times. So how many years you guys separate?
Well, I'm going to be a senior this year, and then he's going to be a freshman, but he's 15, and I'm going to turn 18, so like 2.5.
Gotcha.
Ooh, steal him.
Swipe the bag there on ball number 4. And I believe it's going to take us back to the top of the lineup, and it will, with Jordan CZERNIAK.
I like this kid.
Yeah, CZERNIAK seems to be a pretty good complete player. He's had a nice couple of days. Now seeing him in a couple of camp situations. Batted up a ball nice first inning. It was caught out in left field.
Who doesn't love a lefty arm?
Yeah.
Wish I bat lefty.
Tough matchup here. The argument always is, or I guess the feedback is always, how come the left-handed batters have such a nicer looking swing than anybody else? Can't figure it out.
Harper, Joey Gallo, but you know Joey Gallo's pretty stinking up right now for the Yanks. I'm a big Yanks fan. So
Oh, are you?
yeah.
Yeah, tough pill to swallow. Well, they pretty much bought a whole other team at the trade deadline.
You got Rizzo, Gallo. I still can't believe you have 2 all-star first basemen in Luke Voigt, Rizzo, and then you go second base, DJ LeMahieu, shortstop Torres, and you got third base Urshela, but you got a door there, and then outfield is just insane. You got Gallo, Judge, Stanton, and they put, you know, Guardy up there in center, and then Cole, Green, Chapman. Like, they got a full team, but
You can have a lot of talent, but if you can't get them to gel, that sometimes is tough. You know, you talk about that star-studded lineup. That's a lot of guys usually batting at 3-4 spot, but there's only 1 3-4 spot on every team.
yeah.
Called strike 2. CZERNIAK continues to make Welsh work. Good opportunity here. Runners at the corners with 2 outs on the board.
Oh, wow. Up the middle.
Good base hit up the box. It'll be an RBI for CZERNIAK.
What a clean swing.
Was a nice clean swing. Managed to get some good barrel on the baseball, and I believe that is the 5th batter of the frame. So that single will push us as we head to the top of the 4th. Step away. We're watching BFA Sports. All right, we are back, ready to go. Top of the 4th as Cole Furman, the West Virginia University commit, on the hill for CrossBridge. And I'm joined in the booth by Jackson KRAEMER, a Wake Forest commit. And you know a little bit about the guy on the mound.
I do. Sure do. Cole, lefty. okay fastball. Nah, good fastball, good change. UFO type curveball. Nah, he's just great guy, great person, great baseball player. That's all you can ask for him, you know.
Yeah, and he's getting his work in too. Had a pretty electric last inning there in the third, getting 3 strikeouts.
Something I wish I could have done the first inning, but a couple barrels some of the guys got off me. But no, hopefully we can see another 3 strikeouts from Colt today. Oh, and one hop. Oh.
Well, there's a one hopper right at the first baseman, Nick Augusta. He'll step on the base. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what you call efficient. All right, so Lumen is retired on the unassisted put out. And a guy that had a nice hit in the first inning. It's Jira Samowicz. So you want to get into the business, I should have let you actually call his name right there. So you telling me how close I was on that one.
Yeah.
That's a tough assignment. Jirasimowicz?
Jirasimowicz? I don't know. That's the one thing with these last names. You get your classic Jones, Smith, and then you get a name like this name. It's very hard to pronounce.
Yeah, a lot of times one of the first lessons when you have time. It's a little bit tough when you're in an environment like this, team camp showcases, get up and go. But I can't tell you how many times, even when you ask a player, how do you pronounce your name, and then you get there, you're sitting on it, 2 innings passed, now finally it comes up, and you're like, wait, what did he say? So Dom G, as we'll call him, heads down.
G.
He heads down to first base.
Let's see if we can get this one.
Gets the walk. 1 out base runner he is. And this one should be a little bit easier. JAKOB RUNKEL. RUNKEL with a hard hit double there early in the first. This is going to be a painful inning for you to sit here and do a little bit of color, huh? You had all these guys on the ropes. You were heading the counts.
I was. For some reason, they're hitting my curveball, which was surprising. But I think a couple of them got a good barrel on it. I think I was locating well, but missed a couple spots, which.
That's baseball. It happens.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different mindset too when you're out there and then you're only really pitching like an abbreviated kind of 2 innings as opposed to normally. Guess you have the starter routine where you go as far as you can.
Yeah, definitely more relaxed in the sense that you're only going 2 rather than 7, and you can probably it's a good pitch there. Yeah, just knowing you can go like 2 innings, and it just from a mental standpoint is probably a lot better because less stress, I guess, and you really need to focus on getting 6 outs rather than a lot more.
That ball is chopped back up the middle. Shuffle step towards second base. And unable to make the play. It looks like Runkel's already looking to back to the dugout for a courtesy runner. Nope, coach is leaving him out there.
Yeah, double the first inning?
Yeah, he had Runkel had doubled in the first inning. Now Convey.
Cycle watch.
He's early on, Tommy Convey. He was the final batter in the first inning, but that's a healthy hack there. Swings through and a miss. And for you and even what Furman's doing, Coach was saying, essentially he just wants you to have a working bullpen.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one of those things where normally you probably wouldn't go out there, try to throw certain pitches in certain situations. So for there, no skin off of your back. You're out there, and it's not so much about what the result is as much as, hey, let me throw this pitch at this count. Let me see how it works out. Let me come back and try to work this location. Is that kind of the mindset for you today?
Yeah, that was basically it. For me, I feel really comfortable throwing my 4-seam and my curveball. And today I was trying to work on my 2-seam, which has a little sink to it and tails to the right. So I was trying to catch a lot of beginning of the barrel, and also my changeup. For me, my changeup's hit or miss, and I just gotta throw that more so I can have that 4th pitch I feel comfortable throwing with.
Well, ball bounces right back, favorable. Still able to get the stolen bag there. as it was first and third with an open bag. And I think that's interesting to kind of know you're going out there with a purpose, work on specific things, always looking to elevate and get better. And you talk about trying to develop a fourth pitch. I mean, most guys your age be happy to have a good solid two. So being that you're confident enough in 3 pitches and then say, you know what, let me try to figure out a way if I can kind of add a fourth as your next year after you complete this one, you're going to be headed to big-time baseball. I guess you want to have something else for a batter to think about.
Yeah, definitely. I know a lot of guys say they have like 7 pitches, which I think is just ridiculous because like there's no need to throw 7. I think 4,
Right.
5, if that. Because at that point you just got like so many other things to focus on, and like each pitch is its own thing that you have to master. And it's like when you have 7, it's just like, you know.
Yeah, not only you're trying to master, but then you're trying to hide it. So it's trying to keep consistent arm slot, trying to keep consistent tempo, not really kind of tip it. That's the part, I guess, of the mastering it has got to be kind of unnerving.
Very hard to do that. And you see all the big league guys have trouble doing that also.
So another called strike 3. This one will end the inning. So through 2 innings of work, that is 5 Ks for Cole Furman. He's only allowed a couple base runners on. And we will head to the bottom of the 4th inning here on BFA. Right at the bottom of the 4th inning, Reed Bram now with the hill on the hill for uncommitted baseball. For BFA Sports, Doug Stasic. Joined alongside CrossBridge, Jackson KRAEMER. He's a Wake Forest commit, a rising senior, getting ready to tackle his 21-22 campaign and then head down south to North Carolina. He joins us in the booth and giving us a little bit of fun and color here. Some of these CrossBridge guys, and again, being a part of the older squad, just trying to help out as they face a pretty talented 17U squad of uncommitted with Will Kalak. Starting things off here. First pitch chases him inside. He steps away, and it is a ball.
One thing about Will, he's lightning quick.
Yeah.
He works out the place I work out called PDC in Warminster, Pennsylvania, and he's one fast kid.
Yeah, he's certainly built for speed. He's shown us some range. He did real well in the defensive portion of the showcase yesterday morning. Ball bounces just short. He's showing a little bit of patience now, working ahead.
How long you been in the industry for?
Yeah. So started calling some games back in 2018, I think it was. We were doing some local baseball for another outfit. 2019 kind of came around, and we decided that, hey, we're gonna do this a little bit more. Created BFA December of 2019, and then last summer, just as COVID kind of hit, that kind of played into our hand. And the next thing you know, we started focusing on the circuit for showcases because the whole high school season was canceled, and the rest is a little bit of history. So you pride yourself on kind of realizing that I would say we're a baseball broadcasting company first, and we still do some other stuff. Cover a lot of high school football. We've done some production for some of the professional guys. Ron Jaworski being one of the bigger names. We do all of his like radio and podcasting. So yeah, it's just again goes back into that. Who do you know who's willing to give you an opportunity, and you just roll with it.
You guys' setup's insane. So many cameras. You got a camera in the center. You had a lady up there on the third base side, another person on the first base side.
Yeah, we try to get all the coaches' angles a little bit different. So we shoot this thing with the coach's perspective, since this is more about, sometimes. There's a nice shot.
Big rip.
There's a big rip up the middle, and that's Chow. He's feeding. First and third it is.
He's a 93 XBO guy, right?
He's got to be. Look how hard Chow rocks back, able to get good extension, and
Almost
just over the head of the pitcher. And we'll wake him up through the box. So Chow gives way, and that'll bring up another guy with a fantastically difficult name. Come on.
Sidzik?
So he told us it was JAKOB.
Whoa, yeah, I would never get that then.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So I don't even know if Ryan was playing with us, but that's what he said. He said, oh, yeah, it's JAKOB. I'm like, oh, why wouldn't I get that? All right, so now 2 balls and 1 strike to JAKOB.
It's cooling down here, though. A couple hours before it was pretty. At least when I was pitching, it
was swap.
Felt like it was 120. Oh, big rip.
Big rip, right field. Looks like we're going to get underneath of it. Going to be a sacrifice fly situation. Good job out there in right field, but this is how you manufacture a run. Inside-out swing, carries out to right field. And the whole CrossBridge team pretty excited about the team ball mentality here. And that'll bring up the 5th batter of the inning in Shy Abbott.
It's my catcher.
Has he caught you before?
In the winter.
Okay.
Yeah. His brother's actually a freshman at Duke right now for baseball. Orrin Abbott.
Okay.
He's a beast. Throws 94 from the left side. He's like 108 exhibition type guy.
Oh boy.
Got Tommy John though, so he's looking to the draft, and then I get Tommy John because he in school he slammed his elbow on the desk.
No.
Some nerve right there.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's a unique situation.
Yep. He had to tell his coach that he was playing a basketball game and landed on it weird because if you tell your coach you slammed your elbow on something, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I would say so. And I'm sure that the Duke coaches, they're not watching. He'll be good. All right, so Abbott, the younger Abbott, he goes back to work here trying to keep the spark going. Grounder gets it through. Got a little bit of leather there at shortstop, but not going to be able to do much with it. And that was the 4th batter of the inning.
Josh Thompson, Immaculata. I like Josh too. Good infielder.
Yeah, he's been busy, man, showing off the leather. So he's got the interesting combo. Bats left, throws right. So Abbott advances to first, and Thompson grounded out to second in his first at bat today. It appears that he's got some range and some wheels.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. He's just got like a nice smooth swing, and when you got that at a young age, it's all you need to do is just swing it, and you're gonna find a barrel. So.
Yeah, he's given a couple of balls nice ride, even in the earlier game one. Two balls and one strike now the count.
I'm gonna see a curveball here.
Yeah.
Nope.
Ball is popped up, headed into foul territory, and making the grab is Alex Frankel. So Frankel will help them retire the side. And we head top 5 here on BFA Sports. You're watching the Baseball U Philly Team Camp live from the Grainge. All right. It is the top of the 5th. Top of the 5th, I'm joined in the booth by Wake Forest commit Jackson KRAEMER. We were just talking. He came out, got some work in the first couple innings on the mound. He's headed to Wake Forest as an outfielder and working on the pitching end of things,
Of course.
which is a good thing. Talking about a very talented high school squad that you come out with. I mean, being on a pitching staff where guys are throwing 93, 94, and you're kind of seen as one of the 3. Pretty electric stuff, and I guess kind of strike fear in the hearts of a lot of the guys that you all face.
Of course, yeah. We ended up going 21-2 this year for high school ball. We lost to LaSalle 8-7, but we couldn't play 2 of our people who reclassed because I think the PIAA got like a rule where you can't do that. And we lost to a powerhouse in Pope John, northern New Jersey team. They were a solid team. We lost
Pope John 23rd. They're pretty bent. They're pretty nasty.
We lost 1-0 in the 12th or 13th inning. Carson actually pitched that game, pitched 7 innings, and I came in relief and finished off to a 13th. And then they got a walk-off, I think bunt or single or something. But they're a good team now.
So a strong year lots to be looking forward to as you're headed to the Hun School coming up this season, which that'll be a good way to get a little bit more experience under your belt before you head south, as Neil Bennett is the first batter facing Josh Thompson. Hammers the ball, it goes to short.
Oh,
nice
wow.
backhand stretch. That one's not going to be in time, and that will allow Bennett to get up to second base. Man, that was a nice piece of hitting, but that was some good glove work.
I'll give Will credit. He's got a good glove.
So I guess you'll have to run this back and make sure that the family has it on video. So give him some actually accolades to your younger brother. What a guy. All right, so now Jonah Horwitz come up here in this fifth frame. Breaking pitch is left up top.
Little fun fact with Josh here. They played in a tournament in North Carolina, I want to say maybe like 2.5 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they had no pitching left. Semifinal game, end up throwing like 120-something pitches. But it was...
Wow.
He got through it.
Hey, man.
They ended up winning the game, going the chip, and then won the whole thing.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to kind of dig deep when you're in those scenarios and situations, and you live up in the moment, and when you're all fired up, do what you need to do for your team. It's kind of guy like Thompson you want to have. Stolen base attempt, slides in the third, and he is in there. So you see him get a good jump as Thompson looks back to pitch. He is out of the frame and running for a swipe base. 2 balls now and 1 strike. Now evens the count at 2-2. As Lucas Williams awaits on deck.
Is that a knuckleball?
Yeah, he brought that all the way down. That thing floated in at 50 miles an hour.
A little R.I. Dickey action.
Well, if you got it out there and you want to show it, why not?
It's always scary when you're hitting.
Grip it, rip it. Hey, like, what is that?
See fastball, curveball, and then you see a knuckleball. You know what to do. Freezes a lot of hitters up, though.
Yeah, well, if you get caught thinking, forget about it. So
Yeah.
Horwitz now battling out of a deeper count. So you see yourself as more of a play-by-play guy or a color commentating guy? Swing, gonna miss. He struck him out.
You gotta try both and see which one I like.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. It's funny, most of the old players, it's almost like a easy gravitation towards going towards the color part of it, just understanding some of the strategy behind the game and
like Tony. You see Tony Romo? He's amazing.
Oh God.
He was calling it like like he signed like a $12 million contract with Fox or something stupid
insane.
like that.
Yeah.
But like it's cool because like he knows what's going on every single time. You see him like get the yellow like marker out, and he's just like awesome with it.
Yeah, they get a little bit more insight as well. I think kind of the running joke was always like, well, if Tony Romo always knew what was going to happen, how come he didn't win a Super Bowl?
Some people aren't gifted, like
Well, a lot of times, what's kind of the unknown behind the scenes in the broadcasting pieces, they get production meetings with the coaching staff. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times, they'll kind of tell them in confidence, hey, this is what we're trying to do in a certain situation, or this is something that we're trying to expand upon. So then when like a guy like Romo, who obviously has been in those meetings and then been in the locker room, knows the coaches, it kind of helps when he sees certain formations, because I think off the cuff he's like, all right, well, if you saw this, what would you guys go to? Oh, we would go trips left.
Mm-hmm. What's your NFL team?
Eagles. Yeah.
I'm not going to like mine.
You're a Cowboys guy?
No.
Okay.
No. I'm a Giants fan.
Well.
You guys took our pick.
Yeah. Well, we know that feeling. Happened to us with Dallas last year.
I was so excited to get Devontae Smith. I was like,
that's a well hit ball, but it's popped up, gets way underneath of it. It's a major league
don't
high
run
pop
on
up.
him.
Here comes the throw home, just inside, and it'll be a sacrifice fly. So Bennett wastes no time as he scores on that high towering fly ball. You'll see it there. Man, good throw, just a little bit inside the mark.
Shed a couple tears for the Devontae Smith. I just can't get over it. You know, if one of my friends mentions it, I just like.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm an Eagles guy, but I didn't really like the pick.
Yeah. Another knuckleball.
Thompson continuing to do some dancing with the pitches around the strike zone.
You know what's weird? I'm a Giants fan, but my favorite player is Tom Brady.
Yeah, that won't make you popular in most circles around the greater Philly area, that's for sure.
It's just like when you beat him when you beat him twice, because I think the real GOAT's Eli Manning. It's a hard take, but you know, 2 Super Bowl MVPs against the GOAT. You know.
Well, I don't think the GOAT was on defense.
He wasn't, but you know, he did have to show up that day and make some plays. But you know, you got a guy like Eli Manning, and I think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. That's just the Giants to me, but.
Well, I mean, from a resume standpoint,
Yeah.
right? I mean, two Super Bowls. How many guys have that? Not many.
He's also 200 and like 2 wins, 200 losses, which is that's just like.
It's just weird. It's like he's that under the radar little brother.
Totally.
Right? Like you kind of look at statistically and you match it up and you're like, I don't know. I mean, was he really that great? And the numbers say he was pretty good. Ground ball over to short. Over to first, and why not?
Boy.
So KRAEMER gets the 6-3 put out to end this frame. We'll watch it here on the BFA replay. Good job shuffling his feet, shortening the throw. Wasted no time. We'll step aside here at the Grainge. Back to action here in the 5th inning. BFA Sports. Doug Stasic joining alongside Jackson KRAEMER. Little guest commentary in the booth as Reed Bram takes the hill yet again. 6'4", 215 pounds with a 3.97 GPA. He'll face Luke Brewer. Get things started here. A good inning in his last appearance here.
So I was watching the live stream, I think in the morning and yesterday, and I was seeing these kids' GPA. It was like 4.2, 4.0. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how they do it, but they're pulling it off quite well. So I guess Didn't sound confident that yours is up there in the 4.2 category.
Oh no, I have a 3.7, which isn't bad, but
That's pretty good.
But compared to the those
Yeah.
4,
There's one guy who has a 5.1. So I'm like, how did he get?
How's that possible? I know like some schools are either 4, some schools are
Yeah,
5, and then APs count like it's.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out the 5, but we did confirm with the coach that that wasn't 5.51, and then he said, well, it's Catholic school, they have a different scaling system, but I've never heard of a 5.1, so. And then I was like, okay, so it was like a 5 in A, then like 4's a B, C's a 3, D's a 2.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's like, to me, don't you run out of numbers at some point?
You'd think. Ooh, that's a good pitch. Slider probably. Yeah.
Got him to chase a little bit up and out of the zone.
So we got Jordan warming up.
Oh, yeah. CZERNIAK down there in the bullpen. Ball fouled out of play. Down the first base side.
Gotta throw him away here.
Ball misses, and he'll bust out the walking stick.
I like Nick Augusta as a player.
Yeah, Nick
He's got a good
Augusta,
bat.
he's been doing a pretty good job.
Another big kid.
Yeah, right-handed pitcher, first baseman. Been flashing the leather a little bit. That ball is up and out of the zone.
Even though there's like these things to protect us, when I still duck. It's just like a reflex.
It'll happen. It takes a while for that to fade.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I still catch myself. And I think he's feeling a little hot, I think is what's going on right now for Reed Bram.
I can feel that. When I was up there, it felt like 100 something.
Yeah, he's kind of cooking on that one, and they're going to make a quick adjustment. As they're going to quickly move some of the players around, and I think that was for 27, Dom Jarasamowicz, who went out there to left field, and now we're going to see number 29 take the hill, and that's going to be Lucas Williams. It's going to give him a little bit of time to get loose.
Hydration is such an underrated thing, you know.
Man. We talk about it all the time. Is you gotta hydrate before you get out on the field.
Yeah, you gotta like.
If wait until you're thirsty, it's too late.
Yeah, totally. You gotta start the night before, and you just gotta keep drinking, especially like. It's probably like 90, 91, but like when you're behind the plate or up on the mound, it feels a lot hotter, and.
Yeah, and your body elevates in temperature that much quicker too.
Mhm.
And when you're sweating a heck of a lot more than you're putting in, that sometimes can make it even worse. So we're going to give Luke Williams a few minutes to warm up. We'll leave the camera on. We're going to cut the mics, and we'll be back in just a few minutes for more action here at the Grainge. All right, we're back. Lucas Williams now on the hill, and that is the official word. Reed Bram just not feeling so well with this heat, so he's going to take the opportunity to hydrate, and we're going to give him the BFA production hauler to cool off from some of the AC as things press on. And next, quickly already a 2-0 count. And again, give him a lot of credit for not trying to push through that situation. And Augusta now, tough spot for him to be in as he is to kind of continue his at-bat, I should say.
He's got to throw a curveball here. Oh.
Slows it down. It's like he had ESP. It's going to be a 4-3 putout. All right, so that'll bring up the younger KRAEMER. And you're saying he's not as fast?
Nah.
All right.
Hopefully he gets there.
Something to work on.
Yeah.
Because he's got some pretty good range defensively.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Why don't we let the brother call the brothers at bat here? How about that?
All right, I like it.
Go for it.
All right, we got strike with the curveball. Another out, another curveball back to back. Just gotta choke up here, wide in stands, and just put a barrel on it. Let's go, Will. On third curveball. Wow. Fun fact about Will, he loves playing video games. Big MLB guy, even though he always loses to me. We got 1-2, calls time. It is his box. But yeah, those games get pretty competitive real quick. Comes the heater. Ooh. Second baseman does the job, brings him to third. Solid contact, just needs to get that ball in the air.
Well, he squared up. It was a productive out at least as he moves Brewer over to third. But that is the second out of the inning. That'll bring up DiLorenzo, I believe.
So, I think he's a Pennsbury guy or Central?
Pennsbury. Yeah, DiLorenzo, I believe, is Pennsbury. You would be right. 3.8 GPA. Listed at 5'11", 155.
They got a really good baseball program there.
Tremendously deep. That's what I keep hearing.
Oh, my. They got Charlie Evans. He's going to Winthrop. This kid named Fang. Pitcher going to Harvard.
Fang.
Mitrovic. Elon guy. And I think they got a pick guy, too. And then they got research also. Like, they're like... Oh.
Chopper.
Oh, this is trouble. This is trouble. He's got to run it. That's going to be a run.
Seeing eye single. The old swinging bunt. All right, and so moving right along.
We got the younger Hirsch.
So one Hirsch to another.
Oh.
And I believe he'll be the final batter of the inning. I think it's the fifth batter, if I'm not mistaken. Doesn't look like anybody's on deck, so that should be the case.
Wow. So you got like a 12-6 on his curve.
Yeah, pretty nice pitch. Williams doing a nice job coming in a rough spot. He's been pitching to contact. Ball fouled out of play, first base side.
You guys got another game after this?
Yeah, one more to go. Thanks to the rain yesterday, it wiped out the final game on the day.
Who's playing? Baseball U?
Yes, it's going to be Baseball U Lindsay, and it's going to be another game for uncommitted. Hard ground ball, short to first. That's a 6-3 putout, and that will end the frame. We had top of the sixth, Newtown, Pennsylvania. You're watching BFA Sports live coverage of Baseball U Philly team camp. Jordan CZERNIAK, he's out going to work top of the sixth now for CrossBridge Raiders. It's a called strike. And the first batter he's facing this inning. So we got the lefty southpaw view out there. And he is pitching now to number 2, Michael Lamalfa. Adam Thacton. He's been doing a nice job there behind the plate. Struck out looking in his first at bat. That ball just got by the catcher's mitt and got a little bit of piece of Chappie, the umpire.
The thing with Jordan is he puts like a couple more pounds on him. He'd be an easy low 80, mid 80 type of guy.
Yeah.
He throws, I think, 80 from the outfield.
Yeah.
Which is very impressive for 2024.
Woo. Yeah, he just seems to be the complete package out there. I mean, think he's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He plays all positions of the outfield, plays first, pitch.
Called strike 2.
78 there.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the Stroman to him.
Yeah.
You know, like doesn't measure heart. He's getting every bit of it out of that frame. Another pitch, 78 miles an hour, fouled straight back.
Jordan, probably one of the most funniest guys I ever talked to.
Yeah, great teammate.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Always got a smile. He's just one of those. If baseball is not, you know, what he pursues, he's definitely gonna be, you know, just a great overall person, I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
Ball
Keep ducking.
fouled straight back. It'll happen, man. It'll happen. That ball there misses down, and it'll be a leadoff walk. So, Lamalfa finds his way down to first here in the 6th. And back to the top of the order, and it's Ty Bone. Could be Bone, actually. I'm calling him Bone, but it could be Bone. So he is 1 for 2 on the afternoon. That ball gets past the catcher, and that'll allow Lamalfa to move into scoring position. And again, Bone with a 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Singled in the first.
Oh, wow.
He ropes that one. It's going deep to center field, going back, making the squeeze, and now
cut it.
the tag got a relay throw. Safe, and he's in there. So a nice piece of hitting. Good barrel. Didn't miss that one by much. As Chow was able to track it down. Good first move by him out in center field, and good relay throw, but some heads-up base running. So seeing some good baseball all around as Lamalfa moves his way into third base.
Chow's got a great arm on him too.
He just showed that one off. Tommy Lumen now. Grounded out to first in his last at bat. Two balls now to Lumen.
Got to keep on for next game for baseball. TJ Calla.
Yeah,
He plays for our summer team, but he also plays for the other team too. He's all around really good.
Yeah, I've had a chance to connect with him just a little bit, and stand-up guy.
Oh,
Good tag play, freeze him if you got him, and he gets him. Whew.
No.
No hesitation. Shy Abbott. Look at this.
Just looks like the runner just froze.
Just fires over, and you'll see he's like, oh, man, I'm done. Not much you could do. Good grief. Caught Steely. So that's the second out of the inning. Now he's going to go back to work here against Lumen. So how about Abbott giving the assist?
When you have a catcher that can just, throw it down and get an out, for a pitcher, that's like the greatest feeling because, it's
help collect if made a mistake or something kind of quirky happen. 2 outs, and Dom G. Jarasamowicz from Pottsgrove now digs in.
Another last name.
Yeah, that's the one we were stuck on before. 3.93 GPA. I guess if you have a last name with that many letters, you got to be pretty good with the English department. I mean, you're using every letter and vowel that there pretty much is. Get that name on paper. Obligatory toss to first base.
That's a borderline right there.
That ball misses away. That ball is up and out of the zone. But 2 outs are on the board after that big caught stealing pickoff throw by Shy Abbott.
Ooh,
He's doing it
off the
again.
knees.
Well, that ball got away, and that's going to allow him to get into scoring position as Lumen. Now it's second base.
It's a good throw by Shy, but at first base, and he's just get in front of that ball. Even though you see that ball in dirt, you just gotta do whatever you can to
Smother
block it. Yeah.
That ball's fouled out of play as Dom G is being called now, is continuing to battle. Three balls and 2 strikes.
Good. Ooh.
That ball down in the dirt.
It's hard to lay off there. Just the 5th batter.
It is. 5th batter is going to be Jakob Runkel. Runkel's 2 for 2. He's got a double and a single.
Oh, this is the cycle guy.
Yeah, could be. Hardest one, though, is to get the 3-bagger,
Yeah.
especially when you're a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting the ball deep and over the fence, well, that way you get to trot around, but try to get one into the gap that you can run for days.
Especially on this field, there's unless it kicks off the wall, but
Short porch or get it into the corner.
yeah.
Because you already have the outfield playing pretty deep as it is.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen a couple triples earlier on in the day.
Any home runs so far? Or
I haven't had one, actually. I've not had a home run.
in all the games?
All the games these 2 days, which is hard to believe. Usually the ball flies out of here.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of think, to a big degree, this air is so thick and humid right now.
Yeah.
I don't really know that the ball is cutting through the air like it usually does. But I will say, BP yesterday morning, there was a lot
There was a lot
hit out during the showcase portion when I was on the Rapsodo.
There's was there one kid that hit 100, or was that? But it was only like 6 feet, right? So like.
Yeah, you're pretty much right on point. That was the hardest velo, but yeah, it doesn't really count. The hardest one I sold 93.
93.
Yeah, 93 was pretty good. Catcher for Baseball used Lindsay's team.
Ooh, that's such a good swing.
That's an
Outside.
inside-out swing. It's going to score an RBI. Matter of fact, it's going to score 2. And that'll be the last batter of the frame. And it's only going to count for a single. All right, so that's 5 batters. We're going to head to the bottom of the 6th coming up here on BFA. And we're back as Lucas Williams takes the hill. Came in on relief last inning. Joined in the booth by Jackson KRAEMER, Wake Forest commit. And that ball is channeled over to second base. Going to be hot to handle.
Fumble.
And
So we got to break down.
Yeah,
That's the right.
tough spot there. Between innings, you know, Jackson and I were just talking a little bit about how the kind of recruitment process game has changed a little bit, and just even the few years since you were able to commit to now. You know, you had mentioned like there really wasn't anything like this to get on video up here, and so you did a lot of prospect camps as you went down south to try to get yourself in front of people.
Yeah, totally. It's just crazy because I would always go down to I think I'm now by the time now I think I know the Durham Raleigh Airport at the back of my hand because it would just be just flying there. And it's like I gotta thank my pops also for like making that commute and you know always doing that. But it's just crazy because like now like a lot of these people are local so they can come here.
Yeah.
And the college can come rather than you know flying out driving, which is good.
Yeah, we've been told, we've been seeing a lot down there on Tobacco Road. Got a couple cool messages from some of the coaches, UNC and Duke, and you know they talk all the time. You know, it's kind of opened up a bigger pond for recruitment pool in the Northeast, and it's like a preview to a movie. I've said it a couple times today. If they kind of like what they say, then they're like, hey, let's talk and let's see some more of you. Invite you down to a camp, invite you down on campus, and go from there. So I appreciate you sharing.
Of course.
All right, so Jordan CZERNIAK, 1 for 2 thus far on the afternoon. Singled in his last at bat. Had a nice base knock right back up the middle. And it's a 2-2 count as he faces Lucas Williams.
You know, if Jay, it always seems like he always makes solid contact if it's even a grounder or pop up. Like that.
Man, good hard hit ball. Drops in for a single out in right field. And he calls him safe. So a little bit closer than maybe it could have been, should have been, but also an in-between. Not really sure. Looked like a line drive. Is it going to stay up? Is it going to get down? But nonetheless, got runners now.
The thing with Jay, I think Jay's going to go somewhere big.
Yeah.
He keeps growing.
I
know he's got a lot of interest from a couple of ACC schools, but he's just a ball player and beautiful lefty swing and good arm.
Yeah, you can certainly see why. Ball's fouled out of play, first base side. And Will Kalick walked in his last at bat.
My guy Will here. He's another great kid. Oh, that's a great pitch.
Called strikes. It's there on the corner, 68 miles an hour, breaking stuff. So is it Kalick or is it Kalick?
Wait.
Will?
Ooh, strikeout.
Oh, I guess he got him. Frozen popsicles were sitting here talking.
I think the umpire maybe thought it was a second strike, and looks like it was a third apparently.
All right, now Colin Chow. He steps in, ready to go. He's shown a lot of athleticism out there all over the field, but really nice job in the outfield. He's also 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Got caught stealing in his last appearance on the bases. Snap throw to 1. Nobody there. Slides in safely.
Colin's one of those other guys like reminds me of Jordan. Just kind of reminds me of myself.
Yeah.
Because you know, I don't play infield. I'm a very bad infielder, but when he plays outfield, you know. He's a 2024 also, another big kid who's just. I think he goes to St. Paul Prep. They're a really good power school.
Yes, sophomore season. Hard to believe.
Ooh,
and he rips one right field. Going back.
Tag.
looks like we do have a tag headed into third base. But
my boy TJ, he's over there. He's told me he got the live stream going.
Ah, nice.
Shout out to TJ.
He'll see that in about 45 seconds. It's on a little bit of a delay.
I like TJ. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he spends a lot of time too, as I note, after the games, talking to coaches, talking like Jimmy Golden, asking, what can I do better, what can I do more of? Kind of connects with who he's working with.
He's probably the most positive guy on our team. I don't know what we'd do without him, to be honest.
Yeah. Keep it rocking.
That inside curveball is just, if you can throw that consistently, it's then throw a fastball away. It's nasty.
Called strike.
I think TJ go. Ooh,
Chopper over to third base.
it's a good arm.
5-3 going in for the putout. Gets JAKOB. And that will end the frame, which means we're headed top of the 7th. Time allowing. Looks that way.
Do you play the bottom of the 7th regardless of the score?
Yeah, the old showcase format.
Yeah,
Make sure everybody gets their bats. Plus, usually the coaches have everything planned out with the pitchers. So
they usually honestly, like when we did showcases when I was younger, you would start with a 1-1 count.
yeah, So I've seen that too. The 1-1 count.
That's a pain for hitters, but when you're pitching, like oh my,
You're just like let it rip.
Yep.
Like I'm good.
It's so difficult for hitters. That's why I kind of hate it, but I get it because, you got to go through a lot of hitters and the showcases because you got a lot of people at the camps. But
yeah, that's a lot of times I see that at like with the PBR events. They do a lot of once you get into the game situation, it's 1-on-1, and I think even that it's tough because a lot of times you're going in there and like hey, you're only facing 5 batters.
Yeah.
So I was like, get it all in.
For a hitter, the pitcher can throw anything. Fastball, curveball, and as a hitter, your head's spinning around.
Well, I think a lot of times too, I've talked to some of the guys where you have some hitters that no matter what, I'm not one of them, and I always preach not to do it, but some guys always like to see that one pitch. They'll take it no matter what. But now it's like, well, technically you've already now taken 2 pitches, so it's 1-on-1 before the ball is thrown.
Yeah.
And it totally throws off your mindset and your approach.
Even I was watching a doc on Derek Jeter and his approach to the plate. He said he was just looking fastball, nothing else, fighting everything else, just fastball. And he was such a good hitter, and any fastball he's seen, he's gonna make contact. Yeah.
All right, so Danny Ferguson now is on the hill for CrossBridge. And he'll take us into the top of the 7th. If I'm not mistaken, he's going to be facing Convey, Devlin, and Bennett. Another piece of advice I'd give you there, Jackson. Anytime you get a chance, keep a book. Because if you keep the scorebook, it just gives you a little bit better flow, kind of knowing what's going on. And
go past the bats and stuff.
Yeah, you can, and then you can kind of get a little bit more context sometimes of oh yeah, he had a base knock to left field. Showcase format don't usually do it, but as the day kind of wanes on, and knowing that my brain is starting to slow down, it kind of helps keep you on point.
Totally.
And you can see it's not really much of a book. It's just kind of hieroglyphics, but it's just like a cheat sheet note here.
So we got Tommy. Oh, he goes LaSalle.
Yeah, one of your rivals.
A lot of beef there between our coach and their coach.
And it's funny, I think that the beef with LaSalle kind of floats beyond even just state of Pennsylvania. So both my boys played for St. Augustine Prep, and we'd always play LaSalle College
Augustine?
Every year.
Oh, yeah, we played Augustine this year.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. We played our game of our life. We scored 7 runs in the first inning. because like the 2 years before and like everything before,
Yeah.
they would kill us.
Right.
And then we we scored 7, and we were just playing our game. Ooh, sword. But yeah, that's always a big rivalry between us, because I have like 5 friends on that team.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know Andrew Gaines?
I do.
Yeah. And Ryan's in that team, Winnegator.
Yeah. Yeah. Weingartner, he's out there.
I think
He just reclassified.
And then decommit.
Yeah. Yeah. So he was set up to go to Purdue, but now he's open back up. I hear there's a bunch of ACC schools after him too.
Yeah. Do you know why, or
is
he a young kid, or?
Yeah, he is. So like even for league age, like even him reclassifying, like he's still not going to be considered old, but there was a coaching change. So his connection was the hitting coach at Purdue, and he moved on.
Yeah. So for the Wake, our Coach Hendricks left, and he's I forget what MLB team, but we lost pitcher Kyle. He just committed to North Carolina a couple weeks ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But we got Coach Moose from Maryland, which is I'm excited for, because Moose
nice pickup.
Yeah, Moose is. I don't know if you ever met Moose or heard of him, but he's like the GOAT, the best.
Aiden Devlin, first pitch swing. He pops it up, going towards first base.
Willie.
Nice job. The call for the ball. KRAEMER takes command. Got a better angle. Always easier for the second baseman to swoop in and have the first baseman back on up. So that goes in the book as an F4. Neil Bennett now step in. Bennett singled in his last at bat, and then he grounded out to shortstop in his first. Ooh. Foul ball back off of the backstop.
I would not.
Quick smile as Bennett's looking over as the college coaches all take cover.
You would think they would, go to the dugout for shelter or come back here, but it looks like they're not moving.
You know what it is? You kind of get, I hate to say this, but you kind of get immune to it. When you sit back here as many games as you do, and you're kind of just like, it almost kind of goes away. Not that that's a good thing, because it puts your at an uneasy level of comfort, I guess. Ball fires back over to first base.
You know, it's my favorite thing for high school, for spring training. I got mic'd up.
Yeah?
Yeah, because my coach got a communications degree, and he does all the videos for my high school.
Nice.
And so he mic'd me up. It was rough, because like when you get to a certain distance, like kind of loses connection.
Yeah, it does.
But like that's I was watching the All-Star game, and like Trout a couple years ago got mic'd up, and it's just like that was so cool for me just to get mic'd up.
Yeah, we actually did a summer league All-Star game a couple weeks ago. We mic'd up some of the players.
Really?
Not only did we mic up some of the fielders, we mic'd up a couple hitters as they were hitting. So we were talking to them, and they're like talking us through their at bats, which was pretty wild. And when the ball would get hit, they were using wood bats, and the microphone was right there, so it sounded like a shotgun.
Yeah.
And then the crazy part was in the 7th inning, or I guess it was the 9th inning, the last inning, we had the pitcher and the catcher mic'd up at the same time. So like they were talking to each other, and they were talking to us in the booth as the thing was going on. And the pitcher, who I used to coach in another life, he goes, "What do you want me to throw?" I'm like, "Throw the knuckle curve. Throw a knuckle curve."
That's awesome.
It's like, all right, I'm going to go low and away here. We're like, all right. And so the pitcher and catcher are on the same page. They're not even using signs. So
that's what they did with Freddie Freeman.
Yeah.
That was awesome, Freddie.
Yeah. So, you can have a good time with it. But to your point, you're kind of limited with some of the technology when you're not Fox Sports or ESPN.
They should They should mic the umpires.
Oh, yeah. That can get interesting, 'cause you hear all the dialogue. I mean, when we had the catcher mic'd up, you could hear
the umpire.
Oh, yeah, you could hear everything. Chases him back to first base. Yeah, producer Ryan Schumacher I mentioned maybe some umpires you don't necessarily want to mic up.
Full alert.
Nah, that's my ringtone, actually. Everybody knows that one.
Are you a Phillies fan?
Big time.
Big time, yeah.
Yeah, it's tough to be a Phillies fan, but.
I'm so mad we got rid of Didi.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I didn't. Oh, you're saying the Yankees got rid of
yeah.
Didi. Yeah, I'm like.
Because we had Torres, and I guess they felt more comfortable with him. I just don't see how you get rid of Didi.
Yeah, no, it's Didi's been a pretty good addition from a lineup standpoint. The problem that in front of Didi, sometimes defense isn't as good as it should be. Ball's lifted out into center field. Czerniak comes out. He'll make the grab.
Harper's going off also.
Oh, yeah. He's finally found it, and that's the 5th batter of the inning. So we will now head to the final 3 outs in game number 4 on the day. Here from Newtown, Pennsylvania. All right, back to action. Bottom 7 we go. Lucas Williams. He takes the hill. 3 outs remaining in this one, or 5 batters. Whatever will happen first.
Was weird.
Joined in the booth by Jackson KRAEMER, the Wake Forest commit, and part-time pitcher this afternoon, as he got a bullpen session in live on the field with the CrossBridge Raiders. Coach Greg Dora of DeSales watering down the umpire.
Appreciate you having me. This has been a really cool experience.
Hey, man, appreciate you joining us, giving us some good perspective from a player's point of view. Guys just gone through the recruitment process and then kind of giving a little bit of advice how the landscape has changed, and certainly your familiarity with your brother's team here. That helps too.
Totally.
All right, starting off this frame is going to be Shy Abbott, the catcher, showed off the cannon. Frozen rope, picking off a would-be base stealer over at third base just a few innings ago.
Big boy.
Yeah, Abbott has flown out to left and walked thus far in this one. Ooh. And you mentioned from a pedigree standpoint, his older brother down at Duke.
Yeah.
So you get a good chance to play against him.
Yeah, hopefully. He's a big guy too. I played. I've known him since I was little because we met at a Team USA tryout, and I think when we were 12.
Okay.
And we just kept in contact. He guest played for our team a couple years ago.
Small world.
Yeah. He's a good kid though.
Yeah.
Oh. Good
Williams pitches in. It's on the fringe, and it ends up being a walk. Lead-off base runner for CrossBridge. This team so I got multiple texts going off at the same time here. broke up my train of thought. Now, Josh Thompson. It's been a
Hit the pitcher. Ooh, no. Oh, he fumbled that one.
Stays with it though. Makes the play. Probably see this here. Can slow this down frame by frame.
Right in the hip.
Slow it all the way down. Yeah, see it come off the bat. I mean, good contact. He's kind of exposed right off of the. Looks like
Almost
maybe the
between the
back of the
legs.
thigh. Maybe
Yeah.
kind of got lucky off the hammy.
That has to hurt.
Yeah, a little meatier than getting hit in the hip. So Lucas Williams shaking that one off, but kudos to him, able to still make the play.
A couple years ago, my friend got hit in the mouth, lost 2 front teeth.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's not fun. Ball there. First pitch offering up and out of the zone. It's time to Luke Brewer. Brewer's grounded out to second and walked. And this time he hits the ball right to the shortstop. Over to first. And it's in the books with a 6-3 put out. Now 2 down.
That kid's got a cannon.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job, Neil Bennett. And he is got excessive dirt on his uniform at this point.
A little smile.
Oh, yeah. Flash it if you got it.
Oh,
That ball
a poor pitcher.
has eyes. Middle up the box has been a bit busy this afternoon.
Predict a double here for the younger KRAEMER.
All right, well, your brother is going to be the last batter of this ball game, one way or the
wow.
other. So Will KRAEMER, who has walked and grounded out to second base, he will be the final batter of this ball game, and I'm going to hand the controls back over to Jackson KRAEMER to call for him.
Got well here. It says 5'9", 140, but he's 130. He's a $130.
Well, what player doesn't add 10 pounds to his roster?
Yeah. You got to at least add a couple inches. But he is 5'9". Just the weight. The weight's a little different there. High pitch. Calls it a ball. We got 1-0. Ooh. Hits it to the right side, but first baseman gets the out, and that is the ball game.
All right, so another showcase special. It's in the books. Game number 4 it is, and we're going to head to game number 5 after a quick switch, trying to get this one in before the daylight, and it looks like impending storm clouds that are coming, so Jimmy Goulden will love to hear that one. But again, I want to thank Wake Forest commit Jackson KRAEMER for joining us here in the booth. And best of wishes to you, man.
Appreciate it.
All right, good luck.
Good
Future
luck.
broadcaster here in the making. So we'll
Thank
step
you.
away for just a few and hopefully be back real soon for game number 5.